Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing something quite innovative, I think. I'm using different build challenges for each room. So it's basically each room is a different build challenge. And as you can see, the outside is the only neutrals challenge. So there's going to be no color. So that's why I already put on the color filter, as you can see, and I'm already finished with the shell, and I also have the rooms that I wanted to do already in the build, and now I'm just doing the outside and actually doing the challenge with only neutral things put down. So I only use the neutral bins, for example, or neutral fences. I don't think it's all that hard to only use the neutrals, especially outside, because you have a lot of landscaping available to you still. And also, I think neutral things aren't that difficult to pair together. So yeah, I don't think it's all that difficult to do the only neutrals challenge. I like that particular thing. I've already done it once, I think, before, so it's not like I've done it a bunch of times, but I do enjoy doing it. And as you can see, now I'm putting down the front door for the house and also the back door, and I've put down the windows, and now I'm putting down some planter boxes for the windows, so window boxes. And then I was finished with the outside, and I moved on to the first room inside, and that one I don't think is an official challenge, but I did that once before where I only used the most expensive thing. So I only used the most expensive bathtub, the most expensive one tile shower, so not the combo, and also the most expensive toilet and so on. So that is what I did in this room. And as you can see, it looks quite fancy without even trying, just because it's the most expensive thing. And then I moved on to the kitchen, and here I did the no neutrals challenge. So I couldn't use any of the neutral swatches. So I turned on the color filter again, and you selected all the colors. So I could only see the objects that are filtered as colorful. And as you can see, I chose a greenish, bluish color scheme for the room, and I put down the usual things for the kitchen, and then I put down some more decorative items, and I selected the wall. So it's actually a finished room, and I noticed that the tile that I used in the bathroom isn't filtered as a colorful swatch, so I couldn't use it, so I decided to use something else. Now I'm in the dining room, and this room is basically the opposite of the bathroom, which is sad because they are right next to each other, but I couldn't, change it because I actually used a random generator and assigned the challenges that I wanted to do to the different rooms. So I didn't make it easy for myself, as you can imagine I could have done. So yeah, this one is only the cheapest item. So I could only use the cheapest table, and I used the caveat that I could use the cheapest two-tile table. So I didn't want to make a one-tile table because it was too small for that room, but everything else. And now I'm in a room where I had to use a variation. I wanted to use the challenge where I have the challenge that is called each room is a different color, but of course I'm only in one room, so I decided each object is a different color. So the first object that I placed is black, and then the other one is white, grey, brown, and so on. So every object in there has a different color. But because in the office I wanted to use more things than just the number of objects that there are colors, I doubled it basically. but I made it so I placed an object that is brown, dark brown, and then I filtered for light brown things and put an object down and so on. So yeah, they are actually different colors from each other, which makes the room a little bit more colorful than it could be, at least. And in the end, I needed to use different colors for the walls and the floor. So I put down a blue easel, but then I had green, yellow, and orange and red and pink left. So I needed to use some things, and I decided to use a pink carpet and red flooring. And then I moved on to the 10-minute build challenge, and I divided the time by 7 because there are 7 different challenges that I do, and use that time. So as you saw maybe at the beginning, it's 1 minute and 26 seconds is a seventh of 10 minutes. So I used that time to do the bedroom. And I sped up the footage that I have from that just by 2. So it's double the speed that I've built it at. And as you can see, I kept it pretty, well, generic for me at least. I often use the green swatch for walls and so on. So I just barely made it with a decent bedroom, I think. It's not very decorated, but I think it's fine as I did it. And then I moved on to the last room, and this one is the 10K starter room. But of course, because there's 7 different challenges, I divided the 10K by 7, and that is 1,428 simoleons. So I had an enormous room for just a really small budget that I had. So I needed to cut some corners and do some things that weren't, well, easy to do to fill the room. So I sized up the carpet, for example, but I couldn't really cheat all that much, so it's a little bit of a bare room. And then I was finished. Now you can see some screenshots of the build. I hope you like it. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is tggsims, same as my YouTube channel name. I also hope that you liked the video and will consider pressing the thumbs up button and subscribing. Thanks very much for watching and have a great week. Bye!